As traders, many of us do spend a lot of time looking for that winning strategy that's going to catapult us into that small group of successful traders. And each of us, we want to win, and we're going to spend hundreds of hours testing our trading systems, but we're always on the lookout for that one key that will open the success door. So why is it that so many of us fail? What's the difference between the traders that succeed and those that don't? Now, there's not one answer, but a number of elements that work against us as traders. And some of these are emotions. The failure to learn to control your emotions when faced with your losses, your gains, luck, indecision, which all leads to poor decision making. Timing. Market timing is a factor you have to master to become a successful trader. This is where the majority of traders fall by the wayside. Capital. Undercapitalization or external pressure to make money. In this do or die situation, traders will often feel that the market must produce regular and consistent profits for them, or they'll be put into a real financial bind. Now, this is going to introduce trade psychology issues, and it really sets up a trader for total failure. Seeking the golden system. That's the failure to stick to one system. Most traders typically take a few losses, and then they start trying to change things, tweak things, and then ultimately they find something else, and they jump from one system to the next without ever really learning the system's rules and the method behind it. They think that they can find a no-fail trading system right away before they give the system a real trial. And the problem with this is that there are no fail trade systems. And unless you truly learn the system, you're never really going to find any success at all. Now, I'm assuming that you're trading a system that has a true edge in the market. And if you're trading one that doesn't, the list we just talked about doesn't really matter because you're just going to bleed your trading account dry anyhow. Now, we've all looked for that winning strategy only to be disappointed. So how many of us have wreaked havoc in our trading? Personally, I'm probably guilty of making all the same mistakes as you at one point or another. So let's focus on how to avoid these and come up with a plan and a winning strategy to help develop into a successful futures day trader. Now, I'm focusing on futures as this is where most of us do spend our time trading. And you may have heard some of this before because there is really nothing new under the trading sun. But hopefully this time it's going to sink in. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to tell yourself, this time I will apply what I hear and learn. All right. Number one, first and foremost, pick a market that you like or you're familiar with. Keep in mind that it should be one that suits your trading style. You need to make sure you have enough capital to trade that market as well. For example, if you have a $5,000 account, you don't really want to start trading the ES or oil since they are beyond the 2% risk per trade on that size of an account. The NQ or the Dow has smaller risk per point, so you and your account could probably handle a few losses without putting you on that emotional roller coaster. So now you picked your market. You got to create a plan. If you don't want to create a plan from scratch, there are several resources through Netpicks to help you out. You can request one from our traders or coaches and ask for additional help from a coach or just follow along in the trade rooms to develop your own plan based on what we trade in the room. You're going to need to test the trade plan for yourself. But some of the work can be eliminated if you choose to go with something you know works. For others, it's best to backtest the plan for about 6 months. This will give you anticipated results, so you know what to expect when you start to trade. And it's important to know how many wins and losses in a row your market usually gives so you can be prepared mentally and emotionally to trade it. Next, learn how to manage your trades on the platform you're going to use trading live. This way, you can make certain tweaks such as perfecting your trailing stop. Remember, trade your plan and don't deviate from it. If you can execute 25 trades in a row with no errors, then you're probably ready to trade live. Notice I said 25 trades with no errors. I didn't say 25 trades without losses because you're going to have losses. They are a part of trading. Expect them and just get used to them. And this is going to help build your confidence. It's going to strengthen your emotions and it's going to show you the system you have works. Now you can see from these 3 steps that we've covered all the issues we just talked about. Now finally, it's time to trade the plan in the live market. And this is going to give you a feel of the market. You're going to see how fast it moves and how it responds to news. Now, you're going to make mistakes, okay? But don't let that stop you. Learn from each one. Journal after each trade and then look at your results and the emotions as you were trading. Did you skip a trade because you did not feel good about it or that you expected the market to go the other way? You can skip a trade if it falls into the parameters of a filter in your trade plan. But if it doesn't, moving forward that that's going to be an issue you have to work on. If you find yourself making too many mistakes, then just stop trading and reevaluate what you're doing wrong and why. Talk to a trading coach or a trading mentor. Everyone has been where you are, and the coaches at Netpicks are just there to help you become successful, really. So in a nutshell, what are the keys to become successful? Now, does it surprise you that while the actual trading strategy matters, how you work is what really counts? A winning day trading strategy traded poorly is just going to lead to a bunch of losses. So you take these steps to heart, and I think you'll be a better trader overall. Number 1, have a plan, backtest the market, and then practice until you have it down cold. 2, Use that plan and backtest the data to help get your emotions and your psyche under control. If you know what to expect from your testing, the actual trading will be easy and much less emotional. Keep your risk low and just don't use too much margin. This is going to help keep you in the game. You'll be able to take the next trade after a few losses to come back positive, or at least pretty close to that. Test your system. Know the win percentage. Prove to yourself that it works long before risking a dime. Is it a true trading edge? And finally, number 5, share your success and your lessons with others. Give back to others. Why? Because success generally breeds more success.